Hi, it's Robert here. It's Thanksgiving here in the U.S. I don't know about other parts of the world, but I figured I get back into this game of recording some messages. I've been offline a little bit. I've been traveling. I've been troubled in my heart, to tell you the truth. As the world descended into chaos and war and violence, it affected me greatly. And I went to Colorado, hiked some mountains. I went to Peru, and did a lot of deep thinking. And some of the realizations I have is that I need to stand up and share my truth a little bit more, and I am going to do that. I also came to this realization that I don't really understand the world or people, the way they operate, and I really had to internalize, what is this? And I'm going to tell a little story, and it's not for everybody, because Love+Truth, my book, and what I talk about, and what I'm interested in, and what I'm concerned about, doesn't really appeal to a lot of people, because it's about personal responsibility and personal accountability. And that arrives at a certain level of consciousness in our life, and at that point it becomes relevant. And before that, it's explaining the color orange in a sea of red. And that is just fine. It's okay. I'm not for everybody. But for those that it might help illuminate something, I have a beautiful message, but I want to explain something that really I deeply internalized. So I talk in my book about consciousness, and consciousness is that which animates this human avatar. This thing you're looking at, this 6'5" guy with blue eyes that was born in Holland, that's a human avatar that has a physique. I got a body, I have an emotional body, and I have a mental body. Now all of that is animated and created and directed by my soul, which is consciousness. Now, if you want to, extract that and go a little deeper, that's a fractal of God, a fractal of the Creator, the fractal of this creative universe, infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it, because I don't get hung up on labels, because I don't do religion. I do spirituality. Now, this human avatar is born in a certain country, in my case, Holland. And so I was born and raised with Dutch values, Dutch language, my Dutch parents bringing all their ancestry into me. And then I go into the school system and I go through, I grew up in Europe. So, there's a lot of these kind of memories and ancestral histories that are just implanted into me. And then I go into the world, I travel around the world, I go to America, I'm an American now. So, I've got some of that adopted into me. And all of this in this human avatar creates belief systems. Maybe there's been religion in your ancestry, or maybe in your lineage, or maybe in your upbringing. Now, all of these things are belief systems, are ideas, ideologies, dogmas. We even have ideologies about capitalism and how that works and how the economy works. But these are ideas. And this human avatar gets caught up in all these ideas, and that's the prism that we look at the world. We look through this prism. Now, if I was born in Pakistan as a woman, I would have a fundamentally different prism through which I understand life. And if I was born in Latin America or Russia or China, it would be even different. And if I was a woman instead of a man, it would be different. If I was born into poverty rather than the privilege that I was born into, then it would be different. And these are all different prisms. We each look at the world through a different prism. Now, this human avatar gets all caught up in these ideas, these ideologies, these beliefs. I'm American, I'm this, I'm that. And the truth is, it's all nonsense. They're just ideas. They're just concepts. They're just constructs, psychological constructs. Yet, in the world, this is what we fight about. We fight about my God is better than your God. I'm superior to you. My culture is better than your culture. My language is better than your language. My gender is better than your gender. All of this stuff, this is the paradox of life. And the part where I'm no longer connected to this world, and where I'm in such turmoil inside of me, and this is why I needed to go to nature. I needed to get it straight. It's like, am I crazy or is this world crazy? Is this world mad? Is this world just completely insane? Because we are fighting wars. We are killing children. We are killing women. We are distracting each other on so many different levels in so many different countries. We are ruining planet Earth with this incessant pollution. We are doing so many things, and I have to tell you, my human avatar has kind of sort of become a blank canvas because I'm not attached to any of these ideologies anymore. I just look at it and this is madness. And my message today is that which you truly are, is that which is observing all that stuff in your mind, all these things you believe you are, all these ideas that you have. They're just ideas. That's not reality. Your true reality is you are this awareness that is looking at this human avatar, and this human avatar is really just an actor that plays out, and that's your life. And that actor is in a movie with all kinds of other actors. That's called reality. We're here all embodying this human avatar, moseying, frolicking around with form and trying to understand this paradox. But the deep, deep truth is you are not that avatar. You are not those beliefs. You are not those ideologies. And so this Thanksgiving, what I'm just inviting you to do, and it's just an invitation. You can tell me to buzz off because I don't care. I'm not looking for followers. I don't need you to think I'm a guru, that I know it better. No, I'm just giving you an invitation. I'm giving you an invitation that this Thanksgiving, can you just maybe imagine that it doesn't matter which kid is killed and which women are murdered and which buildings are destroyed, and just all of it is just madness, complete, utter insanity? Madness. It's complete madness. Now, once we get to that point and we can grieve every single soul and we can see the sacredness of life itself, the sacredness of every human being. Now we have a foundation to go into a dialogue and to say, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a more intelligent way. Now, with the rising of consciousness, intelligence rises. Our expansion, our aperture of awareness opens up. We see such a broader sense of reality, and we start understanding, like, wow, there are actually beautiful, elegant solutions. But we all need to rise to a different level of understanding. And we need to let go of some of these ideas, some of these ideologies, some of these beliefs that create separation and distance, things that we fight over, that we have wars over, that we have a whole military industrial complex that just feasts on this stuff. Because God knows we can invent more deadly drones. Great. No, stupidity. It's utter insanity. And I hope this Thanksgiving, as you look around the table and the people that you love, that are most dear to you, just imagine that those people that lost their lives, they're maybe about to lose their lives, they're the loved ones and dear ones of someone too. And if you can see the humanity in someone else, now we can get to different solutions. We are all just an actor in this human avatar. And the purpose of life is to rise above that avatar and become the master of that avatar. Now, if you want to promote peace and love and well-being, create beauty in this world, you create that through your avatar, which means that which you speak, that's what you do, that's how you show up, has to be of the quality of peace, of love, of beauty, of caring, of goodness, of decency, of dignity, of honor. We express that into the canvas of all of creation. And this is how the world changes. Not you pointing at the TV set and flying your flag. Screw these flags. Throw the flags out of the goddamn window. It's separation. There are no flags, there are no borders, there's human beings. 8 billion human beings. And they're all sacred. And they all deserve to live in dignity, in freedom, and in a basic level of prosperity. And that, if you can hold that in your thoughts and wish that even on those that you might consider your enemy today, they're not your enemy. You are your enemy, because you have hate and anger and dissent into you. And that is what you energetically express into this universe. And that is what you can change. And when you change, the world changes. Because this is a beautiful world. And we all have that capacity for love and truth. And it comes from right here in your heart. Not all these feeble thoughts in your minds. Let all these ideologies go. Go enjoy your religion, but don't make it dogmatic. Let these things go and see the sacredness of life. This Thanksgiving, please, look for peace inside of you. Look for love. Look for caring. Look at what's happening in the world and say, no, this isn't the way to go. There's a different way. And that different way starts in each one of us, rising in human consciousness. Because at higher levels of consciousness, we have access to a higher level of intelligence. And at a higher level of intelligence, all solutions become self-evident. We don't have any problems in this world. There's only one problem in this world. One prevailing problem, which is my core mission. We are in a race to raise human consciousness. Because when we can raise that consciousness, solutions become self-evident. And everything that we're seeing in the world today, if you don't believe that's madness and insanity, then please today, see it for what it is. It is utter madness and insanity of collective humanity. We are collectively creating this. Let's change this. We can change this. And we each do that by changing it within ourselves. Being loving towards everybody. The sacredness of life. These are some of the most basic principles that govern this universe. If we want to create a more beautiful reality for all of humanity. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. It is a beautiful world. It can still be a little bit more beautiful, but we're working on it. And we're all just in this evolutionary process. And hopefully this message did something for you. I'm going to be speaking a lot more. My book is available on Amazon. I am available if you want to reach out to me. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving with your loved ones. And just today, at least today, start today, see if you can love everyone, every single person. Toss away all the ideologies. Every other person today, please. Love and truth. Robert.